Paddles are in. Hello, I'm Ramon and welcome back to All Scale RC. In one of my previous videos I said I wanted to get paddles on this since I always run on sand. The only big wide open area next to me is the beach. I don't have many parking lots or anything. I live on a barrier island. So I wanted to get sand paddles for this. So after doing my research, the only paddles that I found that actually will fit this and clear the body and are as close as possible to the car stock tire height are the Louise B paddle tires. They are part number LT3280B. I'll put that in the description. Here's what they look like. These are actually a little tough to find. The only place I found these available online was either out of somewhere in Europe or Australia, mostly Australia. I ordered a set from one company through Shopify, and a couple weeks went by. I emailed the company, no replies. I got tired of waiting, so I went on eBay and I ordered them from eBay, and I got them in about 3 weeks. If anybody's interested, I will put the link to the eBay shop in my description, since I did receive them from that vendor. I am not affiliated with the vendor, but I will put the link in the description. If you want to order from them, order from them. I'm going to put the two tires side by side so you can see the height difference. They are like, it's minimal. Pretty much the tire will look smaller because the height of the tire includes the paddle. So the main meat of the tire is going to look a little smaller, but when you get up to the height of the tire, it's probably less than even a quarter inch of height difference between the stock tire. So we're going to put them side by side so you can see them. Then we're going to put one of the paddle tires in the front and leave the stock tire in the back, and throw some batteries in here so you could see the difference in expansion or balloonage. We're going to put it on so you can see the difference to make sure the tire clears the body properly, since bodies are expensive. When you're looking at 5th scale car bodies, they're $100 and up. They can go anywhere from $100 to $300 usually. I can't remember the price of this body. It's probably $200 to $300 for this body. So we don't want to just throw some tires on here and wreck our body. So we are going to pop a tire on and just see how it compares to the factory tire. Then we are going to put all 4 tires on it and see how it sits. Unfortunately, again, it's April, so beach is wet, it's raining, so I am not running this yet. And also, I wanted to mention I had a great conversation with Ready Set RC, and I was asking him, why does his car look so composed versus mine? Mine kicks out a lot in the rear, and he asked me if I was running a gyro, and I realized, yeah, that's right. On my Noble 4, the receivers I bought had no gyros. So basically, I want to throw a gyro in here. I will put a link to his video in my description so you guys can see what I mean. His car, it jumps straight. It does everything perfect. It looks great. So I'll put a link in the description to his video. But hopefully before I get to run this, I'm going to throw a gyro in, and I might even, if I get ambitious enough, I'll throw my 250 amp ESC in here as well, so that way it'll allow me to run some more voltage through this thing. Okay, let's get one of these tires off so we can compare the height. Then we are going to throw some battery. Then we are going to throw some batteries in this and see how the tire expansion compares to the stock. All right, let's do this. Okay, so here's both tires side by side, and like I said, the main meat of the tire is going to look smaller, but the paddles themselves, when I measured it, it was a difference of maybe a quarter inch. So they are technically just about the same height. Now, thickness wise, well, width wise, the Louise B paddle is wider than the stock tire, and that's a plus, because when you're running on sand, you want a wider footprint. The narrower the tire is, the easier it's going to dig in. So you want the wider footprint. So it is definitely wider than the stock tire. And I brought a scale over just to see the weight difference. Okay, I turned off the overhead light. I want you guys to see this. The stock tire, I zeroed out the scale. The stock tire weighs 1 pound 12 ounces. So that's 1 pound 12 ounces. And in, let's try a different unit here. That is 794 grams. Let's put it back to, oops. So 1 pound 12 ounces. The paddle tire I'm putting on weighs 1 pound 2 ounces. So 1 pound 2 ounces versus 1 pound 12 ounces. That is 511 grams. That is 10 ounces per corner. Alright, so after the weigh-in on the tires, you saw we're dropping 10 ounces per corner. That's a total of 40 ounces. So that is what? 2 pounds 8 ounces difference that we're taking off of rotational mass. So this thing's probably gonna handle a little bit different. All right, let's get this thing. Let's get batteries in this thing, and let's get it on some yoga blocks so we can see how much tire expansion there is, or balloonage. But yeah, let's get one of these in the front, and let's get the batteries in this thing and get it on yoga blocks. Okay, we're gonna pop 8S into this thing, and like I showed you guys before, you do not need to take the body off to put batteries in this thing, which is awesome. Okay, we're gonna take the body off. Actually, I could have took the body off and just put the batteries in. We're going to take the body off so we can see the difference of tire expansion between the B paddle tire and the stock tire. So looks like we have to take these clips off anyway. Could have saved myself an extra minute. I'm probably going to get sand everywhere. I still got sand on the treads from last time. Alright, so here we are. We are checking the tire expansion of the new paddle tire versus the stock tires. Make sure you keep your fingers away from the giant spur gear. It'll be like a scene out of the movie Saw if you get close to this thing. Okay. That's Alright, I got sand all in my, I got sand all in the shop now. But if you pay attention, it looks like that paddle tire did not expand whatsoever, which is awesome. Yeah, there is so little expansion from that tire. This is going to be awesome. I'm not worried at all about this tire rubbing on the body. It is slightly wider. As far as when it comes to ballooning, I don't think it's going to rub on the body because of ballooning. So let's get the other 4 tires on, and let's see how it all clears the sides. But these tires so far, expansion-wise or ballooning-wise, they're fine. They are fine. So let's get the body on and let's see what it looks like. Okay, all 4 paddle tires are on. And for yous that are not familiar with paddle tires, you want to put the scoop of the paddle tire facing forward because you want it to scoop the sand. So pretty much this is the correct direction that you want your paddle tires to be pointing. So remember that. All right, let's start her up again. And turn on my radio. Wow, I can really feel the air coming off these paddle tires. And I'm blowing around more sand that was on the table from the air that these tires are pushing. But let's get the body on. Let's see how it looks. And check the side clearance. And if you didn't see my videos when I first got this, I put foam in the front bumper area because there is a space between this bumper and the body. In order to fill that gap, so that the body's properly supported, I put foam here and in the back as well. So find yourself a nice piece of foam if you have one of these, and pack it with foam to preserve your body. Okay, once again, let's start her up with the body on. Okay, all clear. Yeah, I think this thing is going to be fine. Okay, body's on, and look at the clearance. I'm squishing this all the way down, and the paddles are tucked inside the body, which is definitely what we want. And I am pushing this all the way down, and the tires still do not come into contact with the body. So that's definitely a good sign. And in the front, it's a little closer to the sides, but still, it's still clearing the body. So I think these are definitely going to be fine. So I did adjust my shock tensioners in the front and in the rear. I think Ready Set RC did the same thing since he was experiencing some chassis slap. So from the factory, it comes at the softest level. So just crank them down. There you guys have it. If you guys want a good quality paddle tire that's going to fit this perfectly, you want these Louise B paddle tires. And once again, that is LT3280B. I'm going to put that in the description. I will put a link to the eBay vendor where I got them from. They took about 3 weeks to get here from Australia from that vendor, which isn't bad. But aside from that, I am going to stick a gyro in this. And like I said, if I get ambitious, I'll draw in my 250 amp BSC, and we will go from there. Hoping that we get some good weather this weekend, because I'm dying to get this out with these tires. But till then, if you want to see some good run footage on this, you can check out my other video, my previous video, or check out Ready Set RC's video. I'll put the link in the description. He's got some great jumping, and he's running on grass. So check out his video. And as far as my other projects, they're still going on. The Gravedigger's ready. I got the wheelie bar on that. That thing's ready to run. I just need some good weather. And the XX10, the chassis is built. I just installed the motors. I need to start wiring it up to do a video on that. Oh, before I forget, I added some links down in the description for some of the major online hobby retailers or shops. If you use them, there is no extra cost to you, but it greatly helps out the channel. So if you guys use them, thank you, I appreciate it. So if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do so you don't miss any of my upcoming content. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.